If you had the option to have your brother never have been born, would you?
I don't know. It seems kind of dark.
Well, you wouldn't even remember it. You wouldn't even remember making
at that
change.
moment, you're making that decision.
Exactly, but you know that you're not going to remember him at all, and you're not going to remember making that decision. So it's not going to be like a decision you have to live with.
Yeah, that's true.
How different do you think your life would be? You'd probably be taller just from no stress.
Taller?
Yeah, and you would
stress?
Your face would be less wrinkly.
Wrinkly? Yeah, and I wouldn't have so much bruises. Well, no,
He wouldn't.
That's only if I didn't have a dad.
It's because you're white. That's why you have a dad.
I wish I was more darker, like Italians. You know what I mean?
You wish
like
Italians were
more
black?
They have more dark skin. Like Xander. He has like kind of like that tan skin.
Yeah, I wish I was tanner.
Yeah. Xander has that tan skin that I wish I had. Out of all the things I wish I had that Xander has, it would probably just be his tan skin. I don't want his blonde hair, his brown eyes, or anything from him. Or his personality. I don't even want him.
You just want his skin.
It's
Keep it for yourself in your closet.
Oh, I didn't remember Lucario in this game.
He was in this game before the game he was in actually released, I'm pretty sure.
I can place Lucario?
Lucario?
Is that his name?
I don't know.
They should just name him Luke.
Luke Skywalker. That was so stupid.
Yeah, I'm glad you recognized how stupid you are.
What was that thing I said?
Machine gun!
What was that thing I said when around you and Caden, and you just both like looked at me like I was like a band kid?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was like
There's been times where I felt like I was like I said something really stupid and I thought I was a band kid. I remember on the bus I was like, "You can fix that with flex tape," and I was like, and then you were like, "Dude, that's such a band kid thing." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Holy shit, that is a band kid thing."
You're a
And
band
I felt
kid.
really stupid.
If there's any band kid watching this, please don't watch us anymore.
Yeah, we just don't like you.
We're kidding.
No, we're not.
If anyone can watch us,
Yeah, even gays.
why did you even have to mention it to me?
Oh, that was the joke. You just don't get it. You might want to cut that out.
I'm just not epic like you.
Yeah, it's okay though. I mean, it's not.
Cheers. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Large and in charge, queer with fear.
What?
I don't know.
Large and short and queer. That was so stupid. They were angry at each other for a second. They were like, "Okay, we're friends."
That episode will probably end on you going, "What?"
Oh, they took a ship. Oh, he's humping that ship. The ship's humping the ship.
Ship on ship accident, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They
Whoa.
died, that's it.
That's it, they're dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
Ice Climbers joined their team? No, they didn't. They died.
Then died right after. Wait. It was at 36%, right? Did it just go up to 37?
I don't know.
After like 3 missions? What are they missions? They're not missions.
After we finish the Subspace Emissary and unlock those extra characters, we should play against each other.
Why?
See who would win.
Well, I mean, I would.
Make the thumbnail make sense.
That's true, but it's not gonna make sense after I kick your ass.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty good at smashing.
Mario is so cool.
I want to pick queer elf boy, armpit.
How'd you automatically make Yoshi? Yoshi too. Have you ever seen Kirby without shoes on?
I want to pick the original.
You're better at
the
Mario.
original design for Steven Universe.
What?
You know,
Oh.
he would look like an Italian.
I missed. Okay, honestly, if they made the show with that style, I probably would like it a little more. Because
Yeah.
I think one of the reasons I don't like it is because every episode almost looks like it has a slightly different art style. Like, do you remember the one where their eyeballs actually they're like actually the shape of eyeballs?
Yeah.
That was a weird one.
Mhm.
And sometimes his hair doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it looks like it's an afro, and then other times it looks like it's like way too big, but like he didn't clean it.
Yeah. Which it's all weird.
Yeah, that shows. That show's alright. No, not really.
It's not.
It's not. It's not alright. It's not alright. It's not okay.
I'm having mixed feelings about it, honestly. Like, the only reason I'm not calling it a terrible show is because I thought it was good when I first saw it.
Yeah, I did too.
But if I watched it for the first time at my age right now, I would call it a terrible show.
I saw it for the first time when it started, and then I watched it like as it went. But like they never aired it. They never like did reruns. They would only air it if it was like new episodes.
Really?
Yeah, they called them Steven bombs because it would be like out of nowhere, it would just like bomb a few new
I
episodes.
don't think that's true.
And that's one of the reasons the show was so bad when it was on, is because like it was like less. It was like you would wait for a few months for new episodes, and then it would just be Steven like messing around with people in town.
Oh yeah. Like that's what I wanted to say. Like they have too much of like I wish they would just like continue on with the show. Like if like something really cool happens in the show, like that is like that you need to know to the story, like a part 2. But instead they'll have like that for a few episodes. Then it's mostly just like a normal show. Like you know how it's hard to explain. Like, you know how SpongeBob, they're not like...
It's not episodic.
Yeah, it's not like part 2 or anything.
It's not like you have to know what happened in the last episode to understand.
Yeah. I wish Steven Universe, they try to be like that, but most of the time it's not like that. There's only like those...
You know what they should have done?
Good ones.
You know, instead of doing Steven Universe Future, they should have had it when the big white chick pulled out his stone, his gem.
Oh yeah?
When she pulled it out, they should have had it so his human half died off, and they had to like teach the actual like gem part of him to love like a human.
Mm-hmm.
They should have done that instead of Steven Universe Future.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have to think like, yeah, he dies at some point. Because then it's like he never dies.
We're at 34%, now we're at 38. That makes
Dang.
sense.
My bum. It's itchy.
Okay, why am I not paying into play here?
I'm all out of soda.
Look, it has that weird thing. What does that mean? Like,
I think that means that like you didn't 100% the level.
I did or didn't?
Didn't.
You think?
I think so.
Well, that's stupid. Yeah, I think we're really close to the end here. Like, what else?
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why it's... I think 38% is like there's still a lot more stuff to do in those levels. That we
I think
just
there's
haven't
like secret levels.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a few extra levels where you can get like Toon Link and Wolf.
Yeah.
We should get that, and then we should do a fight, and then we'll be done with the series.
Yeah.
Snake. He's a snack.
Wait, did he say something? I saw his mouth move.
He said, boo, 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 boo. He did. Do you like my stylish hat?
You look like an emo.
I don't want to be an emo.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh, I love this move.
Pew!
I wish the camera would follow the grenade. Target locked on. Oh, it's blocking it. That was cool.
That's very interesting.
The amount of detail.
You know what? Let's write an episode of Steven Universe.
Right now?
Okay. The build up is that it's been like half a year since there's been a new episode, so everybody's waiting, right? And
Like, it takes place after Steven Universe Future ended.
No, this takes place between that. This takes place when he's still a little boy.
So
this is like people have been waiting for a long time for this one. Okay, it starts off.
all right.
Steven is in Lars's house, and Lars has an internal struggle because he wants to enter a talent show,
Okay.
but he doesn't know his talent.
Okay.
No, keep in mind, we got to make this episode realistic to what Steven Universe would do, and since it's been 6 months since there's been a new episode, you know it's going to be a sucky episode.
Yeah.
Okay, you continue the story.
Okay, so Lars is freaking out because he doesn't know what to do, and
Yeah.
he's like, Steven, I don't know what to do. It's just too hard. It was like, well, Lars, why don't you do your cooking skills? You know, you're really good at that. He was like, no, I'm too bad at it. It was like, well, you just have to try and find it.
Try to find what? His
Your talent. Your hidden talent.
Okay, so they go all around town, like going to different like people.
Wait, no, but no.
It's like it's a montage.
When they're about to, Lars secretly like, I want you, Steve.
What?
And he's like, what? And he was like, never mind. And he was like, come on, let's go, let's find your talent.
No, that's not in the episode.
No, that has to be.
No.
It's essential to the
No,
plot. It's
Lars
essential.
is not a homo.
Yes, he is.
I refuse. Lars. Okay, it's a.
Sadie's a homo.
That's true.
Didn't she like marry a big black guy or whatever, or marry a big black girl?
I don't know. I haven't seen much of it. Anyway, then it's a montage of him going around to all the shops on Beach City, and like talking to people and then like trying to help them with their job and see if like that's his talent. Because doesn't that seem like something they would do? Is like a montage of him trying to find his talent with different people?
Yeah, that's definitely.
And then every time he tries it, he looks over at Steven, and Steven nods. He shakes his head like, no.
Yeah, that's definitely something they do.
And then like.
So is this supposed to be like something? Oh, it's actually something they do.
And then yeah. Then, after like a few minutes of the montage, it cuts back to Lars like flopping on his bed, like, man, I don't have a talent at all. Turns out his talent is making beds perfectly every time. Very fast, right? Like he messes up his bed, or Steven flops on the bed, messes it up, and Lars goes no, and then he does the thing where like a ninja like takes the sword out of his sheath and goes ching ching, and puts it right back in, and then like the apple in front of him like slices in half.
Oh yeah.
He does that, but with his hands. He goes, and then bam, it's fixed. And
Wait, where do I go?
And then they go on stage on the talent show, right? And there's a bed there. And then Lars makes the bed. And once he finally makes it, he makes it in like a second, and then everyone thinks he's a wizard, and they burn him alive.
Dude, that is not something they would do.
Yeah, it is. They're like, ew, he's pink! And
but saying he was gay was going too far.
And then one guy in the back is like, burn him because of his pink skin. And then it's actually Rebecca Sugar actually made the episode about racism because her husband is black.
Wait, is her husband actually? Does she even have a husband?
I always thought she was hardcore lesbian, but she's actually married to the guy who made OKKO.
Really?
Yeah, and he also worked on the show. Have you ever heard of Ian Jones Cordy?
Nope.
He worked on Steven Universe, I think. I just know him from his show, which I thought was good. How come you never watched OKKO?
I don't know.
I'm really sad that our Cartoon Network makeout game got lost.
Oh yeah.
That makes it seem like we actually made a game, but we talked about it. We came up with an idea for it.
I don't think I'm never gonna go back to Cartoon Network ever again. After those racism things. You know, those
Oh
things,
yeah.
I'm
Black
not
people can't marry white people.
Yeah, I'm not going back to there again.
Nickelodeon's not doing so bad. At least Nickelodeon shows their old shows.
It's not that I have a problem with them saying, "Oh, racism is bad" or anything, but it's a kid show. We don't get like there's a difference between like you know how they do like the no smoking stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good idea because that's a big problem. Not saying that racism a big
I get
problem.
what you're trying to say, but I think are you trying to say that like it's good to teach kids that that like not to be racist, but the way they did it just didn't come out right and it wasn't like paced correctly.
Yeah, it was just not like it was not made right. Like
I don't like the whole
they were making it sound like racism was only a thing for black people. You know?
True.
And honestly, I don't think they should really be talking about racism at all in a kid show. I think kids should just find that out for themselves. Like, because they'll even I never even knew what racism was because I never had that when I was a little boy.
Well, it's like they're treating black people differently. Like with Craig of the Creek, they don't mention race at all.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single time they mention it. Well, no, the grandma did march with Martin Luther King or something like that, but that's like the only time they mentioned it. And I feel like it's even though I think it's good that they have like a black character and they just treat him like any other character.
Yeah, that's how it should be. They shouldn't like have him just to be like, oh, black people are just.
It's like making the black people. It's like they're treating the black people like they're different.
Yeah.
If they just treat them like they're normal, then they're normal.
It's like they're using black characters just for that purpose.
Like when I watch Craig of the Creek, I don't think about the fact that Craig's black.
Yeah.
But when I watch Family Guy, I always think about the fact that Cleveland is black because they always talk about it.
Yeah. They make so much racist. That whole show is just about being like racist and making racist jokes.
Some shows can actually do the black thing really well though, like the Boondocks.
Now, Mrs. Wong, let me ask you a question. What's good in your car?